Hey there, it's Wendy from Worldwide Speak, and I'm back today to talk to you about the topic sentence. So, English language learners, you're going to want to watch this video so that you really understand how to write a great, clear, coherent topic sentence when you begin writing your paragraphs in English. All right? Let's learn. All right, so this writing skills workshop or video is on the topic sentence, like I had just mentioned. And the reason I have this picture of the running store is because I want you to think about your topic sentence like the signage or the name of a store. And the name of a store tells you exactly what's going to be in that store. So if we look at that image, we see it's Strides running store, right? Well, I'm going to go in there and buy something that has to do with running, whether it's running shoes or running clothes or spikes for cross country, whatever has to do with running. I'm not going to go in there to buy dog food. You know, it's not a pet store, it's a running store. And like the name of that store, it tells you, oh, this is a running store. I'm going to go in and buy things for running. A topic sentence tells your reader, oh, this is what my paragraph is about. It's only about this. It's not going to be about something else. So keep that image in mind as we move through this video and explain exactly how to write a great topic sentence. Let's go over the main points of what a topic sentence is first. So the topic sentence is going to be your most important sentence of the paragraph. Why? Well, just like the sign above a store, it's going to tell your reader what the paragraph is about. It sets the stage for the paragraph and what is contained inside of the paragraph. And the reason this is so important is that it clears up any confusion the reader might have. Remember, we want to make your writing flow for the reader so it's easy to read. Now, the topic sentence is typically the first sentence of the paragraph. 90% of the time, this is the case. And probably for you, as you begin writing, this will always be the case. So you remember your first sentence will most likely be the topic sentence. Now, the topic sentence has two parts to it. So those two parts tell the reader what the paragraph is about and why you're writing about it. Remember the running store. We know what that store is because of the sign, and we know why they have that store. They have that store to sell running things to people who like to run or who are runners. So you know that the topic sentence is the most important one. It comes at the beginning. It has two parts. And those two parts tell the reader what your topic is about and why you're writing about it. Well, the next thing you're probably going to ask me is, Wendy, how do I write a topic sentence? Let me show you how this is done. Remember, our topic sentence has two parts. One, we need to identify or show what the paragraph is about, and that's the topic. It's the subject of the paragraph. And then the second part is that we need to focus on why we're writing about that topic. It narrows the topic down, and we call this the controlling idea. So the two pieces are the topic and then the controlling idea. And what that does is it takes your topic or the subject and it narrows it down and focuses, and so that we know that our paragraph is going to be contained to just one idea. So it's very focused and clear, and then there's no chance that our reader will become confused. So why don't we take a look at this example topic sentence? It reads, training for a marathon involves a lot of discipline. Well, what do you think my topic is? Training for a marathon is my topic. It's a big topic. There are a lot of different pieces or parts or ways to train for a marathon. Now, when I'm writing my paragraph, I don't want it to be such a big, subject matter that I could confuse the reader. So I want to focus it with my controlling idea, and I'm going to pick one aspect or one part of training. And the controlling idea in this topic sentence would be a lot of discipline. That's our controlling idea. So I'm going to tell the reader, hey, this paragraph is about the discipline it takes to train for a marathon. And that's it. I'm not going to talk about the type of equipment you need. I'm not going to talk about the races that you're going to run. I'm not going to talk about famous marathoners. I'm just going to talk about the discipline required for training for a marathon. So you have your topic, and then you have your controlling idea. Your topic is the subject of the paragraph, and your controlling idea is why you're writing about this topic. It's your focus. Now that we know what a topic sentence is, and we've had an example, let's look at a few topic sentences that I have here and decide which is the best topic sentence. Now remember, it needs two pieces: topic, controlling idea. All right, let's take a look at the first one. Running is good. Well, I see a topic, running, good. That could be a controlling idea, but I'm going to say no. It's not very good because it's too general. Running is bad, running is good, running is okay. It's too big. It's not focused enough to make, that nice controlling idea, give it a nice focus for your paragraph. It's just too large. Now, let's take a look at the next sentence. It's quite a mouthful. Here we go. In 2017, one fitness association estimated that there are about 47 million runners and joggers in the United States. Okay, that's a very interesting fact, but that's what it is. It's a fact. It's too specific. You can't really make a paragraph out of that. That would be a bad topic sentence because it's not giving me the topic and the controlling idea. Now, I bet you know where we're going with the next one. There are many health benefits to being a runner. This is just right. So, what do you think our topic is? If you said being a runner, you're correct. That is the topic. Now, what about the controlling idea? So being a runner is the subject, that's the bigger idea, that's the topic. And then how did we focus on being a runner? What part or what aspect? So we decided to have the controlling idea be the many health benefits, right? So being a runner is the topic, that's the subject of my paragraph. And then the health benefits of being a runner narrowed it down, and that made it my controlling idea, and that's the focus of my paragraph. So when the reader reads the paragraph about the health benefits of being a runner, they know you're only going to talk about health benefits. You're not going to talk about famous runners. You're not going to talk about the Chicago Marathon. You're not going to talk about ultra marathons or the types of shoes you're wearing. You're just going to focus that paragraph on health benefits. It makes it so much easier on your reader to stay focused on one controlling idea. So in this slide, I'd like to practice the topic and controlling idea with you. We're going to go through each sentence and we're going to discern, or we're going to pick out, or we're going to decide what the topic is and what the controlling idea is. Remember, the topic sentence has two pieces. Topic, that's the subject of the paragraph. Controlling idea, that's the focus of the paragraph. That's what's controlling the topic of the paragraph. So let's take a look at this first one. Cell phones can be useful learning tools in the classroom. So let's think bigger idea, bigger subject here. What are we talking about? We are talking about cell phones. That's our topic. Now, cell phones is a really big topic. How did we focus this topic? How did we make it smaller for our paragraph? How did we hone in on one certain part? We talked about it being a useful learning tool. Next sentence. My favorite childhood dish was my mom's chicken marbella. Okay, so what's the big topic here? My favorite childhood dish. I'm talking about my favorite food as a kid. Now, I need to tell you what that favorite food was in order to focus the paragraph. And that favorite food was my mom's chicken marbella. So the topic was my favorite dish, and then the focus was the chicken marbella. Next sentence. Chicago and Houston have many similarities. So what's the topic here? What am I talking about? If you said Chicago and Houston, you're correct. Now, what about Chicago and Houston? What one thing am I going to focus on? Well, in this paragraph, I would be focusing on how they are similar, how they are alike. And that's all I would talk about. Remember, I'm not going to talk about how they're different. I'm not going to talk about vacations there. I'm just going to talk about how they are alike or how they are similar. All right, so let's take a look at this last one. There are a variety of steps needed in order to get your driver's license. So what's our topic here? What's the subject we're talking about? Well, the subject is getting your driver's license. Now, there are many things involved in that. And so how did we control this paragraph? How do we know what this paragraph is about? Well, I let you know by saying there are many steps you need to take. There are many things you need to do in order to get your driver's license. Now, I just want to make a quick side note about the topic sentence. There are two pieces, the topic and the controlling idea. And you can see here in the first three, the order goes topic, controlling idea. But in the last example, the controlling idea comes before the topic. It doesn't matter what order they come in. You just need those two pieces. It can be topic, controlling idea, or it can be controlling idea, topic. Remember, the order doesn't matter. It's just that the topic sentence needs both pieces to be clear and effective. And as you begin writing your paragraphs in English with these super strong topic sentences, you're going to realize that different paragraphs require different topic sentences. It just depends on the type of paragraph you're writing. So I thought in this video, I would go ahead and give you 4 examples of different types of paragraphs and their topic sentences so you have an idea of what these look like in real writing. Okay, so this first one, remember the topic is the subject, the controlling idea is the focus, and you have seen this sentence before. So I bet you remember that cell phones was the topic and that useful learning tools was the controlling idea. That's our focus. So when we read this sentence, what type of paragraph do we think this is for? What is going to be my purpose of my paragraph? Well, cell phones can be useful learning tools in the classroom. I'm thinking I need to convince you why they're useful. So this would be a great topic sentence for an opinion paragraph that will show why cell phones are useful in school. And so that reader knows, oh, you know what? I bet I'm going to learn or understand why cell phones are useful tools in this paragraph. And maybe I'll change my mind and agree with the writer. Next, we talked about my mom's chicken marbella, right? So the topic of that was my favorite childhood dish, and specifically, we controlled that we controlled the paragraph with the chicken marbella. So I would imagine if I'm talking about this dish, I look at that picture there and I think, oh, how do I describe this to somebody so that they want to eat it? Well, this would be a great topic sentence for a descriptive paragraph. And that paragraph is going to describe this dish, in my case, the chicken marbella, in such great detail to the reader that they can almost taste it. Next one. Remember we talked about Chicago and Houston, right? That was our topic. That was the bigger idea. And then how did we control our paragraph? Well, we said that they were alike, that they were similar. This sounds to me like a fantastic topic sentence if I'm going to do a compare-contrast paragraph, right? So I'm going to show how these two cities are alike or how they are similar. I'm going to compare the two cities. So you know that's all I'm doing in that paragraph is I'm just going to show you how Chicago and Houston are similar. And lastly, there was this sentence, this topic sentence. There are a variety of steps needed in order to get your driver's license. Remember, the topic was getting your driver's license, and the steps was your controlling idea. Now, I'm thinking for this topic sentence, it's a very good one to show the steps in a process. This would be perfect for a process paragraph that showed all of the steps you needed to take in order to obtain or to get your driver's license. Now you have to remember be thinking, what is the purpose of my paragraph? And then the job of the topic sentence is to tell the reader what the purpose of the paragraph is. Is the purpose to describe? Is the purpose to compare? Is the purpose to show steps in a process? Is the purpose to convince somebody of your opinion? You need to know that before you begin writing your topic sentence so you can be certain that your topic sentence tells the reader exactly what's going to be in that paragraph, and you know the purpose or the job of that paragraph is to, talk about the topic and focus on your controlling idea. So when you have a topic plus a controlling idea, you get a topic sentence. The topic is the subject you're talking about, and the controlling idea is the focus. That is how you have a strong, clear topic sentence. Thank you for learning with us. Please remember to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and always, we truly appreciate it when you subscribe to our channel. And for more resources, you can check out our website at worldwidespeak.com. Thank you so much. Take care.